Hello again. Sorry. I'm just going to get rid of that on there. Hopefully now I'm round the right way. I don't know. Technical. Abbieanne technical doesn't happen. Is it working this time? I can't tell. I cannot tell. Why is it not looking? If I sit here, can you see me? Is it working this time? I really don't know. I wonder, will it turn for me? No, I don't know that it will. It's all very strange. Never mind, I'm going to sit in the middle here. Andy will laugh. Typical me. Technical doesn't happen. Never mind. Right, let's make that bigger, that I can see what's going on. Right, turn that off. I can see me now. Yeah, well, I'm going to sit in the middle, but you can't see everything that's going on the sides, I don't think. And I've done everything I normally do, but it's not doing. I know when Julia was on just now, I lost her, and all sorts of strange things happened there as well. So you're going to have to put up with just a little bit of me, and I will show you what's going on in between. I wonder if it went that way. I'm just going to try something. Bear with me. I've got a little stick here that does buttons and things. I don't know. Let me try that. Oh, I can't turn my phone while recording, apparently. So we'll do that again. I give in. It is what it is, everybody. It is what it... Oh, no, that didn't work. Do you know what? We're going to carry on as we are. It sort of ends the week as the week started and has carried on. And I think Julia also has had a bit of week of it. I will first of all do the weather for you in Cornwall. Overcast, much cooler, a little bit windy and quite disappointing because a little bit of sun would be nice. A shower later is good, but this is just grey. Never mind. I've had a bit of a week one way and another, and I'm completely unprepared for today. So, I apologise. And then I thought, I'm rushing around like a headless chicken last night and this morning to try and get things ready for today. And I thought, you know what, I'm not going to do that. I am just going to be me today. Tell you what's going on. Head you over to my website for any special offers. But it's that bad. I had to put my glasses on because I can't see what I'm doing. Tired. Right, so, but what I have done whilst listening to Julia, I've made this whopping great long list of things to talk about and things to tell you and special offers and things like that. So, grey weather. Lovely greeting first thing this morning. I'd left the window open in the studio here, which gets very hot. Obviously it's like a cabin in the garden and it's been very hot. And I opened the door and a robin flew out. He's come in the window and he's gone out again. So he's been being fed out here, I'm assuming since Tom the cat has gone, Black Cat Tom. I've got more birds, you see. So this robin has adopted me. I think it's Tom in my mind, but there we go. So I then opened the door and thought, well, that's okay. And he's come flying in and he's gone round the cabin and he's jumped on everything, jumped in front of me, demanding breakfast, and then went out the door again. So I fed them and they're all outside happy now. So it's very lovely. Yeah, he flies around all the time. It's really cool. Right, okay, so what else have we got going on? So we're here today and it's robins. And what am I going to tell you? What have I done? We had Malvern, didn't we, last time that we spoke to you? It was lovely. Fabulous to see all sorts of you. thank you for coming and supporting us, as we always say. Yeah, got back from that. Stuff going on here, unloaded van, restock van, cut up kits, all sorts of lovely stuff. Put it all back in the van, and then I've been to Wales because Julia was busy. I didn't get to see Julia, but I was Pontypool for 2 days or thereabouts, very near it, with Quilters Guild Region 12, which was absolutely fabulous. We had such a lovely time. Friday was a workshop, so I went up on Thursday, and then Friday we had a workshop all day, and we did machine reverse applique, so pile and plunder that I love to do. Lots of layers of fabric, cut into them, reveal what's going on. So that was really good fun, lovely group of ladies. And then yesterday I did a talk for them, which was fabulous. Holding up lots of things and all the rest of it. And I was on in the morning and very kindly, and then I had my pop-up shop, so the van was absolutely rammed like it was for Malvern. Everything out, lovely, talk, shop, do everything back. I left a bag of quilts there. So I've got a bag of my quilts in Wales. I'm in Cornwall, and next week I need to be in Spalding with a bag of said quilts. So Helen, bless you, thank you darling, has got hold of them for me. Don't quite know how that happened, but it doesn't matter, they aren't where they should be. So I'm coming back to Wales on the way to Spalding next week. Pauline, you're coming with me, thank you very much. We're going via Wales, well, not too far into Wales, I think Monmouth, so that's not so bad. So as you can see, my week's been a bit, and then I got in last night, and I'm like, I should undo the van because I need the bits for in here today, and it didn't happen. So what we've got today behind us are a couple of things that did come out. I just grabbed 2 bags this morning out of the van, and I've hung a couple of bits up. So we were talking about these the last couple of days. So the blue and white one here behind me, I call blue wood because it can't be Wedgwood and it can't be Delft and all of those sorts of things, but it's quite obviously those colours. Very traditional. I've got a couple of kits left of this, but why I'm showing you is, hang on, where is it? I've got a pile of stuff here to show you. I'm thinking we'll do a purple one, a kit of purple. So I did do a few kits up of purple. Rose over in Ireland had one, and this is hers, been done in purples, and it's fabulous. So I'm going to do some more. But my thing, what I was going to say is I've got all my lovely purple fabrics behind here, but I've had some more come in. So look, I think that's gorgeous. I am particularly in love with this one. I might let you have some. It's not on the website yet, but I might let you have some. So I'm thinking I'm going to do a nice purple kit. Look at this one. I don't know if you can actually see that well enough. It's all sorts of little, it is just such a lovely mix of colours. It's slightly different to your usual mix of colours. And I think that, along with all the other purples that I've got, is going to make a busting kit for this. So I'm going to do some of those up this week, and I will take them to Spalding with me next week. I'll put them on the website. All right, so I'm at Spalding show next week. I think Andy's going. I don't think Julia's going, but Andy will be there. I'm teaching, so I'm doing workshops. I can't even show you the samples of the workshop because they're in the van. Everything's in the van. So we're doing some slow stitching on some nice new stuff I've got, which is like an iron-on. I want to say it's like a felt or a fleece or something like that. Fabulous fun. So we're going to do some patches and some brooches and just some fun. So that's at Spalding next week. So I'm going to cut some kits, take them to Spalding. I'll put them on the website as well, take some photos. So that'll be good. Right, so I've got this great long list here. What's going on? I don't know. So in other news, loads of fabric came in while I wasn't here. It's always the way. You go away for 2 days and everything comes in at the same time. So look at this. this is a rather lovely ombre. You probably can't see, hopefully you can just see fabric in your little bit of video there. You're not seeing the fact that my head's poked around the side of it and I'm talking to you so that I can get to the mic. Fabulous new stuff from Lewis and Irene. I've got the whole range. There's masses of it. It's very lovely. So I plan doing stuff with this. Hopefully it's going to be on the website very, very soon. Julie, my friend's going to put them on for me because I'm not having time. I'm going to poke you because there's something come up on my screen. It's trying to flog me something from Facebook whilst I'm doing. There we go. Get rid of that so I can see you again. Yeah, so there's all of these lovely, lovely fabrics from Lewis and Irene. I'm trying to think, what's it called? Boho Blooms is their new one, all right? Those that know me know I love an ombre. So that particularly is good, but all the others that go with it, they're really very, very pretty. So I'm going to get some packs of those put together. So we'll have some fat quarters and some eighths, I think. And I'm thinking I might redo the pattern behind me here. Right, okay, so the yellow one. All right, hopefully you can see some yellow here. Let me see, can I turn this a little bit for you? There we go. All right, so you've got a bit more yellow going on. You can see what's happening. All right, bring him back a bit. Gosh, I'm using the twiddly buttons and everything. But I'm still only skinny. Wouldn't that be lovely? How to lose weight? Just make yourself skinny on Facebook, just like that. It would be really cool. Pattern behind me, the original pattern was made or designed by a friend of mine called Jenny. Jenny knows that I use this pattern of hers, and I have adjusted it quite a bit, and I've added my own kick to it as I do. And I call it random, go random. So we had this out at the show, at the talk that I was doing, the presentation I was doing yesterday. And I had a couple of different ones up. One was in linen, and then this yellow one. And the difference is just unbelievable within the same pattern. So I'm thinking I'm going to do a new one of this with the fabrics that have just come in, because it's going to work really well. This particular pattern just uses fat quarters. So depending how many blocks you want, that's how many fat quarters you want. So if you want 9, it's 9 fat quarters. 12 is, yeah, dirty dirt. And then you cut them all up and mix them all back together again, and it really is quite random. And then you put a nice bit of applique or something on them. So I'm going to do a sample in that hopefully, and then I will do some kits up because I just think it's fabulous. My brain just went in 2 directions. Sorry, 2 things to tell you at the same time, and it's not going to work. One thing will do it. Okay, so go random. Linen. If you fancy this one in linen, go and have a little look on my website on Abbieanne.com. If you go into the shop and look for go random, or just put random in or whatever, it will search for you this quilt in linen, which is stunning. And the fabrics came originally because, again, friend Jenny retired, so I've had all of her stock from her. And it's linen, it's a linen mix, and it's absolutely gorgeous. Several of you out there I know have made this already, but I thought it's time to chuck it round again. So I've been in on the website this morning and I've adjusted the prices, so you've got a nice deal going on if you fancy doing the linen version. Okay, so 16 blocks is like a 70 by 70 quilt, so a good bed quilt. So that's now 80 quid for all your fabric and the pattern. 12 blocks are now 67, and 9 blocks are 53. Now this is the linen, okay? It's gorgeous to work with, works in applique really, really well. So they're all reduced on the website. So actually, maybe the best way of doing it, yeah, go onto the website and have a little look at sale page or at the Three Amigos area, or just Google the go random on Abbieanne.com, all right, and you'll get this pattern in linen and such like, and I'm going to do it in the new, not that I've got anything to do, but I think I'll do it in the new Lewis and Irene, because I think that would be really nice. What I do need to do is just write a note to myself that I've gone and said that, because I won't remember. So go random. So the other thing, I just had the brain split, didn't I? And I was going to say something to you at the same time. So to say to you at the same time was, whilst I was away, I took my little sewing machine with me. So that in the evening I can do some stitching and stuff, yeah. And I took 2 quilt projects, all cut up, ready. I thought I can just sit and stitch it. Absolutely fab. So one's a classroom, new workshop and do, and the other one is a tactile quilt for a member of the family who's got dementia. It's really tactile and lovely, so everything's all cut out, and I thought I'm going to stitch all of this together, and then I can show you all today what I've done. Didn't happen. Got myself all set up. There's me in my bedroom. I've been and had my dinner, and sewing machine, and I'm all plugged in, and I've got the fan going, and that's just sort of another thing to tell you about. And the sewing machine won't work. So my feed dogs are happily going up and down, but they're not going backwards and forwards. So if I wanted to do free motion, I'd have probably been okay. But it wasn't going to take the material through. So I then spent half an hour whinging and moaning and having a go. My poor husband on like video. Look at this! Showing him different bits in the machine, because he repairs them. And he's like, right, get yourself this, undo that, do this, try... Nah, I'm no good at servicing machines in that manner. So it didn't happen. So I've brought those 2 projects back in pieces. They should have all been there nicely ready to show you and everything. And that's part of the reason that I've given up on today. Right, my brain split a second time there. And now what did I do with it? There was something... I got the most amazing new gadget. It's over the other side. Now, this is due to my friend Pauline. We were talking about how hot it was and all the rest of it. And the Spalding show next week can sometimes be hot where we're going to be, you know, and this sort of thing. And she's got this thing that goes around your neck, and it's fans, 2 fans that literally sit around your neck. It looks like a pair of headphones or something, just sat. Amazing. If any of you suffer with hot flushes and stuff, I can't get over it. I was told about it Tuesday. I had one by Wednesday. And it went with me Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and I've switched it on and off just a little minute here and there, and absolutely fabulous. It's worked so well. Now my laptop's going off. I can recommend these, especially when you're sat stitching. It means you've not got a big blower blowing everything all over the place. It can be hot as you like, and you're cool and lovely. So I would highly recommend one of them. I'm just looking here, and the laptop's about to die. Anything else, anybody? Excuse me. Why is this not working? That's in, that's in, that's in. That's turned on. I have absolutely no idea why my laptop doesn't want to play. But there we go. I'm back. I think it's playing again. Right, now I do have things to talk about. There are other special offers over on Abbieanne.com. Look in the sale area, look in the Three Amigos area, and you will see there's different patterns on offer. There's the Go Random kits, there's all sorts. Right, so lots of you have requested and are going to be taking part in the summer Take 3 challenge. Okay, so for those of you that have never done this before, you shout me, and then I do a draw. Right, so let me show you, look. Okay, so I pull out a number, a colour, there's a whole load of you taking part, and a patchwork shape. okay? So it could be diamonds, it could be a Dresden plate, it could be a star, it could be all sorts of things. And so maybe you get 3 pink Dresdens. So you've got to make an item. Any item whatsoever, it doesn't matter, it's got to be useful for you. But you need to design it that you include those items. So this one here is the example that I always show. I believe this was 14 blue Dresden petals. So actually I've embroidered one somewhere. Oh yeah, he's embroidered. But there's all sorts of different blues in there. Just on a log cabin background, but that was just a bit of fun. If you want to take part in this, message me or look on my Facebook page and you'll see a post with a picture of this, and then you can request there your draw, okay? And I'll pick out what you need, and you've got until, I think I decided sort of endish of September to make your item and send a photo or post a photo into the Facebook group, okay? But we'll sort that as we go. So please come and join us. We've already got 54 people joining, and I know that I've got several of you out there I need to do a draw for later today, because obviously I've been away for 3 days and wasn't able to do it. Right, okay, so I'm just going to look at, I've got some comments coming up here and I've not looked at them yet this morning. So Mandy, Tracy, Pamela, Eva, Margaret, Bev, Sarah Jane, Elaine, Jackie, Joe, sunny Norfolk. It would be sunny, wouldn't it? Don't get that when you come down here next month. It will probably not be sunny, I'll tell you now. Amanda, Mandy, Julia, good morning. No, you can't change orientation during the live. No, I can't. I found that out. But even by turning it off, it didn't change it. Never mind. We won't worry. Morning, Andy. Lish, Bridget, thank you. Yes, home safe. Thank you. It was actually a really good drive down the M4, M5 yesterday. I was surprised. It was really good. Morning, Sharon. Rosemary saying make a kit of me. Well, yes, isn't he just? Robbins, here we go. So Rose, morning, Rose was talking about you just now. Spalding next week. Joan, yes, will do. Hello everyone from Wendy. Jules, what else we got there? Abby from Yorkshire. I can't really read that from here. Bold, yeah, something. My eyeballs have gone, I tell you. I'm tired, that's the problem. Liz, Angie, Chris, Freya. Oh, everything moved on there. Why did that move? I don't need that moving. Stop, go away. Oh my word, I have one of those. They are ace, great mem. Yes, so that was the neck cooler. Can't stress how good that is. Can't stress how good. Right, okay, so I'm back to my list. What's time anyway? 23 minutes past. Considering I've not shown you a lot, I'm doing a lot of talking, aren't I? Right, so reminder to everybody out there in Quilty land. I travel all over the place, as you've probably gathered. Sometimes quite tired, but I travel everywhere. So I do classes and workshops and presentations, and I have a nice big, these days, pop-up shop. So if anybody wants me to come to your group, give us a shout and we'll see what we can do. So that's always a good one to plug. Yeah, told you about my sewing machine and my left quilts behind. We've done go random. Oh, that's it. Bags of stuff. Those of you that know my bags of stuff, I've got a few at the minute, general bags. Actually, I need to make sure that's activated on the website. In a bag of stuff, you get minimum, normally 3 meters of fabric. Okay, so they could be different size pieces, but I will always endeavour that they will go together. So you've actually got a project there. Okay. You'll get a couple of patterns of some description of mine probably, and all manner of other bits and pieces and stuff. There's someone come into the door. I'll just wave to her and I'll see her again in a minute. Sorry, Sandra. Yeah, so bags of stuff. I don't make these very often because actually I don't make a penny. If anything, I lose on them. I'm just clearing through things that for whatever reason I'm not selling or need to finish. Sometimes it'll be packets have got sun bleached of maybe, I'm just going to say off the top of my thimbles, pins, this sort of stuff on the haberdashery. But the actual worth of it is going to be something like about 70 quid, 65, 70 quid, if not more, retail value. And I sell them at 35 quid. So you don't get a pick of what's in it and what's not. It's all potluck. But I also pop in there one of my old magazines, so you can have a little look. So I redistribute magazines as well. And I say mine, actually a couple of friends have brought a whole load in recently. So I've got a whole stack of magazines that I will be redistributing. So if you want any bags of stuff, those of you that have had them know they're usually pretty good and good fun. So I've got a couple of those. I'll check that on the website in a minute and make sure it's activated. I've done take 3. So last week I was re-kitting things, and so the Daft's kit is now available again. I didn't have any background fabrics for that, for my Daft design, because I used Julia at Crosspatch, her candy bar packs for the background in French General, and of course she's not had in French General until now, so I've now got a new supply. So we've now got Daft kits available again. What else did I do? Daft kits, Dresden Runner kits, Sweetheart pattern kits. They're all reduced or on special, or whatever you want to call it, over on the website. And the other thing I've got, these are all skinny now, as you can see. All right. So those, I'm going to do up some more fat quarters and 8ths kits, just packs of, and they're on offer on the site as well. There we go. So we've done that, and we've done purples. It's all good, isn't it? Right, now, where am I going to be? Next weekend, I'm at Spalding, and we've got classes and stand at the show there, so I have all the kits and stuff there with me. Then in July, it's Lamport Hall, so you'll find me there. I don't think we've got classes there, but it's a fabulous venue. If you're anywhere near and you've never been to Lamport Hall, you need to go and have a visit. You'll find me in a stable, and my name is not Jesus, though. But you will find me in a stable with all my fabric and my quilts and things, and Pauline's come to help me on that, I believe. So you'll find us there having a bit of fun. It's worth a visit, if only to see the venue. It's lovely. Then what have we got? So September's quite busy, it looks like. So there's Brighton at the beginning, and then it's Newcastle. Okay, so I'm doing classes and stuff at Newcastle quilt show, and then straight after that we do the retreat, our Three Amigos retreat in Newcastle. So I think there's a few spaces on that. So if anybody does fancy some very chilled, relaxed, fun stitching, you need to get in touch with one of us, or Andy more so, but do shout. All right, so that's going to be really good fun. Then it's Autumn Malvern, so the Malvern show, classes and stuff again, and another retreat straight after. All right, so don't forget that. Then I'll be at Exeter 24th to 26th of September. So it's all going on. It's all going on. And I've just realised it's 29 minutes past, which means Andy will be here hopefully any moment now. Please, off to my website, Abbieanne.com, have a look at the sale page, special offers and all that sort of stuff, and just generally. And what else can I say? We're off to Norfolk, who apparently have sunshine. I'm not impressed by that, because I've not got any sunshine. I've just got grey cloud. But there we are. Have a fabulous day, everybody. I'm going to shuffle you across. Be lovely. See ya.